A few thoughts on writing a good speaker bio. We see lots of bios in our world, and some of them are really great and some of them are not. So first of all, bio, it means biography, but that does not mean that you need to tell me when you were born, where you were born, and where you went to school. If you were writing the book, I suspect that would be relevant. But when you're writing a bio, think about your audience and what are they going to want to hear. So take anything out that is really not relevant to the objective of the bio. So let's think about that first of all. The reason you're writing a speaker bio is probably to get onto your website for people to read and for people to think, right, you have credibility, you have expertise, you have the ability to deliver what I need as a speaker. And there's three elements in that, that what you're going to talk about is who you are and what you do in your bio, absolutely. But the bit that's often missing is why. And let's not make it the why about you. If you want to share why you do it and it's relevant to your audience, that's great. But let's be honest, most people don't care about you. They're thinking about themselves. So in the same way, the audience is thinking, well, why is this relevant? So when you're thinking about the why, and it is important to put it in your bio, it's the why, is, you know, what's the context, what's going on, why is this relevant to you, why should you be listening to me? And ideally, you could start with that. In fact, I say ideally, you can start with that to hook them in as to why is it relevant, because then you've got their attention. Or you can start with a really strong claim about your credibility and your profile. You can, if you're starting with a strong claim about your credibility and profile, it's easier to do that if you are quite known already. So if you are the world's greatest living explorer, according to the Guinness World of Records, then that's great, because then start there. It's like, wow, I'm listening. If you're not, you might want to start with the why piece, the contextual piece, to bring people in, especially if you're in a very crowded place, a very crowded market where lots of people are talking on your topic. So three parts to your profile: who you are, what you do, why you do it. The order that you put it in will vary depending on where you're competing and where you're putting it in. Please don't go back to, I was born in 1944 and I went and studied at Eton, and then, you know, then I joined the army. Start with, you know, the world's greatest living explorer. And on that, actually, write your bio in the third person and not in the first person. It's a lot easier to read when somebody's talking about somebody else rather than a me, me, I. You don't really want to have me, me, I. So write it in the third person. So keep it short and succinct, one page ideally. Google likes lots of words. Google likes more than 300 words. So get to your 300 or so, and try not to go over that. You don't need to go much over that because people have a limited attention span, but make it easy to follow. And those are just a few thoughts. There's so much more around this. It's quite a big topic, but you should have a well-written bio. If you're struggling, get it written by somebody who knows how to write. Get a good copywriter, preferably somebody who can understand your audience. Okay, hope that's useful.